The views expressed herein are the host's sole opinions and do not reflect the views of Real Pixel as a whole. This man is a drunk degenerate and has no business being on a review show. I'm Jack McGuff, movie buff, back to talk dragon stuff with our second episode covering Game of Thrones. Jack McGuff. And we are back. 3 episodes of Game of Thrones have aired since we last saw each other. You're not really seeing me. So, we got the King in the North. 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 Jon Snow gets an invitation to bend the knee to Dany. Go see that bitch down south in Dragonstone. And everyone's like, don't do it, Jon. Remember what happened the last time a Targaryen told a Stark to bend the knee? They killed him. They killed him dead. Chopped his head off. The Stark boys, certainly, they have not had a really good track record going south. Ned went south, head chopped off. Robb went south to get married, head chopped off, replaced with a wolf. Pattern goes, Jon's gonna get his head chopped off, and replaced with a dragon head, which would be kind of cool, actually. That's not important. So he gets there, Dany meets him, they introduce Dany with all her titles, Stormborn, Queen of the Unsullied, Queen of the Dothraki, all this shit, first of her name, all blah, blah, blah. He's Jon Snow. He doesn't need a title. He doesn't bend the knee because Jon knows that his people would revolt, but there is something important that Dany has that Jon needs. Dragonglass. The castle she's in sits on a mountain of the shit that kills the White Walkers. And we know that the White Walkers are coming to kill everybody. Good thing we got the King in the North on our side. The King in the North! Because Jon's ready to fight, trying to get Dany on his side, and use all that dragonglass to kill the shit out of those White Walkers. So, the Lannisters, still crazy, surprise, nothing's changed since the last time we talked. Dany makes a play to take Casterly Rock from the Lannisters. Seems like a good plan. It's where the Lannisters are from, it's their castle. I'd try to take it. They take it no problem. Maybe too easy. And then Euron Greyjoy shows up again with his ships out of nowhere again and just decimates the entire Unsullied fleet. By this point, we should really start questioning what the Euron Greyjoy's ships are. Is he Davy Jones? Do they go under the water and then they just pop up out of nowhere? Are they flying ships that just land in the water and kill everybody? Doesn't make any sense unless everybody in Westeros doesn't know what the a lookout is who can go, hey, there's ships over there. But whatever, maybe he's just really good at shipping. So, while Dany takes Casterly Rock way too easy, the Lannisters go all the way to Highgarden and take down the Tyrells. And take all their money. They were the richest motherfuckers in Westeros. Well, because now their money belongs to the Lannisters. They ain't got shit left. But, one last final jab, Lady Olenna Tyrell, the Queen of Thorns, right before she dies because Jaime poisons her water, or drink, or whatever the it was, reveals to Jaime that she's the one who poisoned and murdered Joffrey. 2 of his kids now have died because his girlfriend, wife, sister is nuts. Her daughter got killed because the Dornish people hated her. Her son got killed because the Tyrells were so afraid of the Lannisters. There was no way they were going to let Joffrey be husband to Marjorie. And Tommen killed himself because he loved Marjorie so much, and Cersei killed her. That's 3 strikes, bitch. You're out. Jaime's gonna kill you. Yeah, kill you dead. Bran is weird. That's what's new. Bran's back, and guess what? He's a weirdo. He's emotionless, he's uncaring, and he's a creepy perv. He says hi to Sansa, and he's like, oh, you look so beautiful that night, on your wedding night, the night you got raped by Ramsay. You remember that? I saw it. I'm the 3-eyed raven. Caw-caw. It's weird, not the best way to say hello to your sister after all these years of not seeing her. And where the is this going with Bran? He talks with Littlefinger. Littlefinger alludes to the fact that the dagger that he's given Bran is the one that they tried to kill him with, and Bran fires back and not so subtly says, I know who you are, Littlefinger, and I know what the you're trying to do. You. Wouldn't be surprised if Littlefinger dies by the time we see each other again, because that motherfucker's schemes are about to bite him in the ass. So, we all know that Dany has 3 dragons. Not 1, not 2, 3 big-ass dragons. Good luck, Cersei. You don't have even one dragon. You got the mountain with his zombie head. He's probably not going to do much against a dragon. So Kyber and the weird little maester is like, oh, what if I create a little ballista to shoot it with? And their great idea is to use a giant ballista to shoot an arrow into the head of the dragon. I'm worried. I'm scared. I don't want the dragons to die. Game of Thrones is all about dragons, and now this bitch is going to kill the dragons. She took too much from me, Cersei. You took everything. The hot women, killed them. The hot dudes, killed them. She's killing everything, and now she's going to go after my dragons. I hope she dies soon. Come on, Jaime. Kill her. Kill her for Jack McGuff. I'm tired of begging you. Please. Dany's facing defeat everywhere. The Greyjoy fleet got destroyed by Euron. The Dorne people, they've been fucking captured. The Tyrells got taken out. All their gold, all their troops, all their food, that's gone. Her and Jon are on an uneasy alliance right now, so she doesn't really have a lot of options. So she decides to do the one thing that she hasn't done yet, be a dragon. While the Lannisters and the Tarleys are busy shipping the gold back to King's Landing and being like, oh yeah, we won, yeah. The Dothraki come riding in, slicing motherfuckers' heads off with their sickles, killing them on horseback, destroying them. 100,000 people, a huge cavalry riding down with a dragon. Dany and Drogon come flying in and start lighting every motherfucker on fire. Field of ashes as far as the eye can see. Everybody's getting burned. The troops are fleeing because they're so terrified of this huge dragon. And Jaime has no clue what he's doing because he always loses. Jaime decides, I'll try to be the hero. Charges at Dany with a spear. Just as she turns around, Drogon gets right in his face, ready to breathe some fire at him and kill him. And Bronn saves him, and we're left on a cliffhanger of whether or not Bronn and Jaime are going to drown and die, if Drogon's okay because he got hit with that ballista. Oh, man. We're at a really strange crossroads right now, folks. Overall, these last 3 episodes of Game of Thrones have been great. We've had a few slow spots where the story seemed to drag a little and not a whole lot got resolved. But man, it has been balls to the walls for the most part for all of these episodes. I'm pumped for what's to come these last 3 episodes. We got a dragon finally burning down. It looks like the Lannisters are about to start running and hiding in King's Landing. We're finally going to get to see good triumph over evil. Something tells me that that's not going to happen though without 3 or 4 or 5 or all of our favorite characters dying again. Because that's all this show does, is build you up and then rip it away from you. And now it's time to wrap things up and give my score for these last 3 episodes of Game of Thrones. I give these 3 episodes of Game of Thrones 5 McGuff stuffed TV dinners out of 5. McGuff stuffed TV dinners, packed with so many preservatives, fat, trans fats, saturated fats. I don't know how you can eat them without having a heart attack. Well, that about does it for this week's episode of Jack McGuff Movie/TV Buff. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. Make sure you click that subscribe button down here if you haven't already. Subscribe to see more of Jack McGuff and more of the real pansies doing their Twitchy streaming and all that stuff. Make sure to Twitch at them if you can, or twit at them, or whatever you kids do these days. For this week's episode of Jack McGuff Movie Buff, I'm Jack McGuff. Catch you guys later. Da